Thank you very much to Dumisang Ndlovu for that business update. Let's get you this conversation now. Phumla Mqashi, I should say. This is the informal settlement where leaders in Lenasia South, this is here in Johannesburg, will meet with the City of Johannesburg officials tomorrow. And this is to find a way forward. Illegal water connections were cut in the area yesterday, leading to clashes between the residents and police. Let's speak now to Ward Councillor Puseletso Nzimande, who joins me in studio this evening. Ms. Nzimande, good evening to you, and thank you very much for joining us in studio today. Let's get clarity first. Is there a meeting between the residents and the City of Johannesburg officials? If so, where does Johannesburg Water fit into this picture?
Okay. Unfortunately, good evening. Thank you for inviting me. As we are saying, my name is Puseletso Nzimande, Ward Councillor for Ward 120. That is leading diverse ward. Remember, Ward 120, there's our formal areas and the informal area, informal settlement. Yeah. So when I talk, when I express as a councillor, I need to cover both communities because the issue of water affects both communities. So in regards to the issue that the block leaders and the officials of Johannesburg Water are meeting tomorrow, I've never received any invitation, so I can't confirm and say yes or no. Yeah. But tomorrow, what I know, there's a council forum. Every month there's a council forum. But I saw in our agenda that the MMC of infrastructure is coming. Maybe it's coming to address all of us as councillor of Region G, because Region G is flooded with the informal settlement. There's an issue of water outage in Region G. Maybe that's why the MMC is coming tomorrow to address us as councillors.
The reason I specifically wanted to include Johannesburg Water, the officials from that entity, because that is who is responsible for cutting these connections. It's the reporting that suggests that officials from Joburg Water are banned from going anywhere near where the water cuts have been implemented. Is that true, that the people don't want Joburg Water officials?
I'd never received any notice about that. No one has informed me about that. Remember, the councillor is the head of that ward. So no one, including with the leaders of Phumla Mqashi, no one has come to me and briefed me with the progress of today's meeting. Yeah. So that's why I can't say they are meeting or whatever, or there's a red flag for Joburg Water. It never come to my attention. Thank you.
Let's talk about what the community has been saying. And they said it very clearly yesterday to our reporter that they understand that they have connected illegally to the water. And they understand why water has to be shut down, but at least they should have gotten a prior warning before this was done. Moving from this understanding that people have connected water illegally. You are the councillor. Have you ever tabled this at council to say that area needs to be formalized in terms of getting water infrastructure in there so that people don't connect illegally?
As I'm sitting here, 2 weeks ago, we had a public meeting with the community of Phumla Mqashi when I was introducing the project of relocation. Remember, when people took the land, they just took the land and built anywhere, because the burning issue in Phumla Mqashi are the basic service delivery, water, electricity, and the sanitation. Yeah. So last 2022 November, housing came and to address the resident of Phumla Mqashi and say, we know that you built illegally. So now we are here to acknowledge you. To acknowledge you, we are coming here to know when we go to a national parliament, we know how many shacks are here at Phumla Mqashi. So the Department of Housing came and do the numbering in Phumla Mqashi, they never said they are proclaiming. But it was a good start because in our council, Terminal 2, when we meet in the section 79, through the report, they can able to know that, okay, in 120, we're having the informal settlement called Phumla Mqashi, that is saving 17,000 shekels. Okay. That's why we're able to have the budget of relocation so that we move people from the servitude, because other people build under the servitude of the ESCOM, where they're supposed to have power lines of the electricity.
So this was raised in 2022.
Yes.
2023. We're sitting in 2024.
Yes.
Has there been an update to that community by the officials of the City of Johannesburg as to what the update is? Is there progress?
There are updates. Housing, you know, the officials of housing, after 6 months, they're having the public meeting. I also have the proof, because the councillor, before you convene the meeting, you must issue the notice of public meeting. You can go to my governance office, you will find the notices of the public meeting. They even have the public meeting December time. That's why I say 2 weeks back, even May 18, we had the public meeting. We're always giving the feedback to the community.
Yeah.
In May, they were appointed to the attorneys. The attorneys, they were appointed to check whether the area can be able to be developed. So now, because there are a lot of informal settlement in Region G, they are still at Orange Farm, but they also issued, because they need to employ the field workers. They have taken out the recruitment process. Now they are waiting to do the shortlisting. After that, these field workers will be able to start doing formally, so that after maybe they have checked the number of Phumla Mqashi, they can able to say, they can able to develop, or these people needs to be relocated. So for now, there's nothing that we can say, because we are waiting for government to proclaim Phumla Mqashi.
What is going to solve this situation right now?
This situation will be solved if both parties come together, the entity Joburg Water, including the resident. And you know what, as a councillor, I was not happy yesterday, because remember, I was elected to do the oversight. I'm a mediator between the community and the resident. I was not informed about the Joburg Water coming to do the cutting. At the end of the day, when they come on the ground, the same JMPD tell the community and say, we were sitting with the councillor, we had meetings with the councillors, the councillor knows that we are coming. And I was not informed, because the last meeting that we had with the resident, it was 2 months ago. We were called because we have a challenge of water issue in the City of Joburg. Yeah. Then Joburg Water convened all the councillors of City of Joburg and say, we have red flag some informal settlement, including my informal settlement. Then I said to Joburg Water, kindly convene the meeting between you and the resident of Phumla Mqashi. But before you go to the resident, let's call the stakeholders meeting. We call the block committee leaders. We sit down with the block committee leaders, including with Joburg Water. Then the resident said, we acknowledge that we have connected illegally, but because we were there for more than 7 years and we connected the water illegally, but we request the Joburg Water, before they disconnect, they kindly put the communal taps so that we can able to calm the situation. And if Joburg Water agrees to put the communal tap, we can, as the block leaders, we can able to go to assist Joburg Water in terms of cutting all the illegal connection, because residents will be having water. Because we know that, especially in my ward, from 2020 when I took over, we have a problem of water outage, because the number of people, the capacity of the resident has increased. So now my infrastructure are not coping. So that's why Terminal 2, I sit with the community leaders and workshop them, and now the community leaders understands that the issue of illegal connection, it's also affecting, even in that meeting, Joburg Water has explained to the resident and say, as Joburg Water, we are losing 60% of water. So that water is no one is accounting for. So that's why we are coming with this. But we said we don't dispute to come and cut, but you kindly put the plan B before you come. Okay. So we were waiting for the second meeting so that we arrange. After maybe we have agreed, we're supposed to go to the public meeting and workshop the community. Then we present, because whether we like it or not, the government must do something about this issue of illegal connection.
It's a worrying situation, and people are very angry on the ground. We thank you for coming into studio to explain the situation. Hopefully you can stay in touch with us so that we continue to get updates from you. You are going to be our person that we talk to. Thank you very much for your time.